I found out my brother's secret fiancée at a family BBQ, and now the whole family's imploding. So this all went down like 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't fully processed it. I, 31F, was at my parents' place in San Diego for our annual family BBQ. Nothing fancy, just burgers, music, kids screaming in the inflatable pool, my aunt drinking too much rosé and getting nostalgic about things that never happened. I brought my boyfriend Jake, who's still trying to win over my dad after calling him dude last Christmas. My brother Nate, 29M, showed up solo, which was weird because he's been dating this girl Erica for like 3 years. Normally they're surgically attached, like matching outfits, inside jokes that make everyone gag, that kind of couple. Anyway, I was chopping watermelon in the kitchen when Erica shows up, alone. She says Nate told her the BBQ was canceled. I just stared at her like, are you kidding me? She thought I was joking. Then she looked past me and saw everyone out back through the sliding glass doors. She goes, is that your dad? Are those your cousins? What the hell is going on? I didn't know what to say. Nate didn't mention anything about canceling. I thought maybe they broke up or something, but she definitely didn't get the memo. I told her to wait inside and I went to find Nate, who was by the grill talking to Uncle Marty about mortgage rates. I said, hey, Erica's here. She said you told her not to come? His face didn't even twitch. He just goes, yeah, I didn't want her here. Like it was no big deal. I asked, you two break up? He shrugs, not yet. Not yet? He rolls his eyes. Can we not do this now? So I head back inside to Erica, who's pacing in my parents' avocado-colored kitchen like a freaking caged animal. I didn't even have to say anything. She could tell from my face. She just goes, unbelievable, and walks straight out to the backyard. Now remember, there's like 20 people out there, including Grandma, who's 84 and deaf, but still somehow picks up on all the drama. Erica storms out, walks right up to Nate in front of everyone and says, you couldn't even text me that you're cheating on me? Everyone goes silent, like even the Bluetooth speaker cut out. I'm not kidding. Nate looks like someone punched him in the spine. But instead of denying it, he just says, can we talk about this later? Then Erica says the thing that blew this BBQ to hell. Who's she? The one you proposed to last week? She works at Sephora, right? My aunt dropped her drink. Grandma went, eh? Who's a whore? Then Jake, my boyfriend, who's been quiet the whole time, chokes on his beer and goes, wait, you're engaged? Which is how I found out too. Apparently Nate has been dating someone else for the last 5 months, proposed last week, and didn't tell anyone, not even my parents. Erica just turns and leaves. Nate throws the spatula into the grass like a toddler. My mom starts crying because this is exactly what happened with Aunt Carol's divorce, whatever that means. And then, because it wasn't dramatic enough, Grandma says, I always knew Erica wasn't the one. She talks with her mouth full. Like that's the takeaway here. Anyway, the rest of the BBQ was basically ruined. Everyone either left early or stuck around to gossip in corners. Nate wouldn't talk to anyone. Jake and I helped clean up, and when I went to throw out some trash, I saw my dad out front on the phone. He was pacing, pissed. I couldn't hear much, but he said something like, she's not coming here. That's final. Then he saw me and hung up. I asked, that was Nate's fiancée, wasn't it? He didn't say anything, just shook his head and went inside. So now I'm stuck between a brother who's hiding a secret engagement, a dad who's furious, and a family chat that's full of side eyes and wow, just wow texts. And Erica, she sent me a DM the next day. He proposed to her with my ring. I haven't replied yet. Okay, so after Erica DM'd me that bombshell, he proposed to her with my ring, I sat there for a solid 5 minutes staring at my phone like it was gonna explain itself. I finally replied, wait, what ring? She sends a picture. It's an old Instagram post from a year ago. Some soft focus shot of her hand holding a Starbucks iced coffee, and boom, there's the ring. Oval diamond, rose gold band, little side stones. Real specific, real recognizable. I'm like 90% sure I've seen it recently, on someone else. Fast forward to 3 days after the BBQ. Nate's still MIA from the group chat, my mom's deep into her shame of the family spiral, and Jake's just thrilled he doesn't have to go to another family event for a while. Then I get a text from a random number. Hey, this is Lydia, Nate's fiancée, can we talk? I swear I dropped my phone, so I call her. Not text, call. I'm messy like that. She answers on the first ring like she was pacing around waiting. Her voice is calm, too calm, creepy calm. She says, I heard you're Nate's sister. I just wanted to clear a few things up. I go, like what? The part where he cheated? Or the part where he proposed to you with his ex's ring? She gets quiet. Then, yeah, about the ring. Turns out Nate told her it was his grandmother's, that it was a family heirloom passed down through generations. Said she couldn't post it online yet because his family was super traditional and didn't want to make a big deal. She even showed me a text where he said, It's a secret for now. My mom's sensitive about grandma's jewelry. I was like, you slimy gaslighting raccoon in Levi's. I told her the truth. All of it. Erica's ring, the BBQ, everything. There was just silence on the line for like 10 seconds. Then she says, he told me Erica cheated on him. At this point, I'm pacing through my apartment like I'm in a courtroom drama. I go, okay, but why would he keep her ring then? Lydia's voice cracks a little. First time the calm mask slips. He said he had it remade, that he designed it. Girl, I said, you ever look at her Instagram? Dead silence again. Go check June 12th last year. Scroll down. That's your ring. You're literally wearing your fiancé's ex-girlfriend's recycled jewelry. She hung up. No goodbye, no thanks, just full-on ghosted me mid-call. But now it gets worse. The next day, I'm getting gas and see my mom sitting outside Starbucks with Erica. They're sipping fraps like they're besties. I do a double take, walk over, and my mom immediately goes, don't say anything rude. I'm like, I didn't even say hi yet. Then Erica gives me this weird half smile and says, your mom invited me, said she wanted to apologize. Apparently, mom knew Nate took the ring and passed it off to Lydia. Erica told her everything after the BBQ, and instead of defending her son, my mom broke down crying and begged her not to tell anyone else. She said she'd pay me for it, Erica says. I go, pay you for what? The ring? Erica nods. To keep quiet. Now, I don't know what kind of 1980s soap opera my mom thinks she's living in, but bribing your son's ex-girlfriend to keep her mouth shut while he fake proposes to his new girlfriend using stolen jewelry is not what I'd call a normal Tuesday. And here's the kicker. Erica refused the money. She goes, I don't want her hush money. I want the satisfaction of him getting caught. By her. So yeah, I left that Starbucks meeting with more drama than a season finale. My mom looked like she aged 5 years in a week. Erica was calm, but like, scary calm. Like she already planned the next 3 moves on her chessboard of revenge. And Nate still hasn't answered a single message in the family group chat. We've renamed it to Burgergate as a joke. Uncle Marty thinks he's funny. Oh, and Lydia, she texted me last night. Thanks for the honesty. I gave the ring back. He's still lying. I moved out. I didn't even reply. I just screenshotted it and sent it to my mom with a popcorn emoji. And then right as I'm starting to think this whole thing might blow over, my dad calls. He says, come over, we need to talk, your brother's here. So now I'm about to go sit down with the human dumpster fire known as Nate, and something tells me he's about to make this worse. So I get to my parents' house, and the second I walk in, I can feel the tension in the air like it's thick enough to chew. My dad's in his usual chair, arms crossed, sipping Diet Coke like it's whiskey. My mom is standing behind the couch, arms folded so tight she might implode. And then there's Nate, sitting there on the edge of the coffee table like a sulking teenager. Head down, no eye contact, wearing the same hoodie from the BBQ. Doesn't even say hi. I sit down and say, you got anything to say, or... He shrugs. I didn't think it mattered. I laughed. Out loud, like full-on laughed. You didn't think it mattered? That you took Erica's ring? Lied about it being grandma's? Proposed to someone else with it? While still dating Erica? He looks up finally and goes, I wasn't still dating her. We were ending. We were in a bad place. My dad cuts in. So you ended it by giving her engagement ring to someone else without telling her? Nate groans. She broke my Xbox. And I swear we all just stared at him, like that's your excuse? Not emotional incompatibility, not we grew apart. No, she broke your freaking Xbox. So I say, dude, she broke your Xbox because you ghosted her for 4 days and then posted a picture of you at a work dinner where you're clearly holding hands with Lydia. He doesn't deny it, just mutters, that was a misunderstanding. My mom, voice shaking, you stole that ring. Nate snaps, she left it at my apartment. What was I supposed to do with it? Melt it down. I figured she didn't want it anymore. No, I said, you figured no one would notice. And this is where it really spirals. My dad stands up, and points at Nate. You're lucky Erica didn't press charges. Do you know how that would have looked? You using stolen property to manipulate someone into an engagement? Nate throws up his hands. She's being dramatic. It's just a ring. You've lost your damn mind, my dad snaps. My mom starts crying again. Not the full sob, but the wet, shaky kind of crying where she's trying to stay composed, but her whole face is trembling. And then Nate, this genius, goes, well, maybe if you two weren't always up in my business, I wouldn't have to lie. I nearly stood up too. You lied to all of us. You lied to Lydia. You gaslit Erica. You made mom cry in public and dad threatened to disown you over a potato salad? Like, you think we enjoy being in your business? He scoffs, looks right at me and says, you love it. You live for this SHT. You're probably already writing about it in your group chat. Okay, he wasn't wrong. But still, I said, I didn't choose this mess. You dragged us into it with your dumbass double life and your $3 Walmart morality. He goes, it was a $4.99 hoodie, actually. I swear on Beyonce, I almost threw a coaster at him. My mom tells us both to stop. She's shaking, trying to keep her voice steady. I just want my family back. I want my kids to stop acting like strangers. And Nate? Nate stands up, adjusts his hoodie, and says, well, maybe I'm better off not being part of this family. My dad explodes. Then leave. Nate storms out, slams the door like we're in a Netflix teen drama. His car peels out of the driveway like he's in a Fast and Furious audition. I just sit there, in silence. After a minute, my mom whispers, I still have the receipt from when Erica bought the ring. I kept it just in case. I asked, why would you keep it? She doesn't answer. She just gets up and walks to her room. Later that night, I get a text from Lydia. Just 2 words. He called. And then another. He said you made it all worse. So now I'm apparently the villain. I ruined his engagement. I turned everyone against him. I exaggerated everything. According to him, I'm jealous of his relationship. Which is wild, considering my boyfriend literally helped Erica carry her stuff to the car the day she officially dumped Nate. But okay, sure, I'm the problem. Anyway, that was 5 days ago. Nate hasn't reached out to anyone since. Not even Grandma, and she's been texting him random bitmojis every day like it's going to fix things. My parents are still in damage control mode. Lydia went silent. Erica posted a selfie with a caption that just said, heirloom my ass. I kinda love her for that. So now I'm sitting here sipping boxed wine in my apartment, wondering if my brother will ever be normal again, or if this is just who he is now, a lying, ring-recycling, Xbox victimhood-playing man-child. So it's been like a week of silence from Nate. No texts, no calls, not even a vague seen notification in the group chat. He even unfollowed our cousin Michelle, who had nothing to do with this, other than reacting to Erica's heirloom my ass post. But then Saturday night hits, and out of nowhere, he shows up at my apartment, unannounced, wearing sunglasses, at night. I open the door and go, are you high or just emotionally unstable? He doesn't laugh, just walks in like he lives there, throws himself onto my couch and goes, I'm not talking to mom and dad. I go, okay. He points at me, dead serious, but I'll talk to you because you're the one who caused all this. Oh, hell no. I walk to the kitchen, grab a LaCroix, crack it open and say, you showed up to a family BBQ like a smug little side character, lied to your girlfriend, gave away her ring, and proposed to your side chick. What exactly did I do wrong again? He throws his head back dramatically. You broadcasted it. You turned it into a spectacle. You and Erica. I'm like, Erica existed. You embarrassed her in front of the whole family. She didn't bring a megaphone, Nate. She brought potato salad. He groans. Whatever. You've always judged me. I say, yeah, I judge cheaters and liars. Sorry for having a basic moral compass. Then he looks me dead in the eye and goes, you think you're better than me because you've got your little podcast life and your crusty boyfriend who wears cardigans in August. I literally choked on my LaCroix. My what life? You sit on your couch talking about trauma and boundaries like you invented the words. You think I'm successful because of my podcast? Bro, I make $12 on Spotify every month. And Jake's cardigan, that's thrifted Prada. He scoffs. You've always acted like you were the normal one. I go, I am the normal one. You're the guy who proposed to a girl he met at Sephora while still dating the woman who paid for his dental surgery. That one lands. I can tell because he finally shuts up. And then he says the quiet part out loud. I didn't want to marry Erica. Okay, that's new. I sit down. Then why didn't you just break up with her? I tried, but every time I was about to, something would happen. She'd cry or say she needed help with rent, or her mom got sick. I just kept staying. I blink. So you proposed to someone else instead? He nods. It felt like a clean slate. Bro, that's not a clean slate. That's doubling the fire. Silence. Then he says something that actually stuns me. She wasn't supposed to show up that day. I ask, how'd she even find out? He shrugs. She shares her location with one of her friends. I forgot about that. Her friend saw me tagged in your cousin's story and told her. Said it looked like a family event. She thought something was wrong. Which, yeah, it was. Then I ask, what about Lydia? Why lie to her? He looks away. I didn't mean to. At first it was just a rebound. Then she got serious and I didn't want to ruin it. So you built the relationship on lies. He nods, then goes, do you think I'm a bad person? I didn't answer right away because yeah, but also, I don't know, I grew up with this guy. He used to cry when he lost at Monopoly. He once hid in the dog crate for an hour just to scare me. He used to tell me I was the only person in the world who'd never leave him. So I just said, I think you're someone who keeps choosing the easy way out, even when it hurts everyone else. He actually looked hurt, for real. Then he goes, what do I do now? I said, apologize. Own it, all of it. Tell Lydia the truth. Give Erica the ring back, and then maybe people will stop seeing you as a walking red flag. He didn't respond, just sat there staring at the ceiling like the weight of it finally dropped on him. Then he asked, "Can I crash here tonight?" I laughed. "You're sleeping on the couch, and Jake's here. He will judge you in his cardigan." "Fine," he said, already pulling the blanket off the armrest. That night, I walked past him snoring like a broken lawnmower on my couch, and part of me felt, not sorry, but like he was finally starting to get it. But then the next morning, I wake up to a text from Erica. "Check Lydia's IG, tell me I'm not hallucinating." I open it, and there's a photo, Lydia, smiling, holding up a different ring. Caption, "He came clean, we're starting fresh." AR, you, kidding, me. He did it again. So I'm staring at Lydia's Instagram like it's a glitch in the simulation. New ring, big smile. Caption says, "He came clean, we're starting fresh." I nearly dropped my phone into my cereal. I text Erica, "He proposed again?" She replies, "Apparently with her grandma's ring this time." I don't know whether to laugh, scream, or just buy a plane ticket and pretend I don't have a last name anymore. So Nate, this man-child Picasso of poor decisions, did a full spin move. Told Lydia just enough truth to spin the whole thing into a redemption arc. The worst part? She bought it. Jake's reading over my shoulder while sipping coffee, mutters, "Guess some people love fixer-uppers." I go, "Yeah, but this one comes with termites, water damage, and probably a criminal record." Anyway, Nate wakes up groggy on my couch, sees me glaring at him and goes, "What?" I show him the post. And you know what this fool says? "She forgave me, isn't that good?" Good? I lost it. Like full volume middle sister rage. You lied, manipulated, gaslit, and committed soft-core theft twice. And now you think slapping on a second proposal makes it romantic? You don't get to rebrand as honest just because you finally told one version of the truth. He blinks, rubs his eyes. "You're mad because it worked." Oh, I could have thrown him through the window. Instead, I texted our dad. 10 minutes later, my parents show up. My mom walks in and just says, "So it's true?" Nate shrugs. "I made a mistake." My dad doesn't say anything, just sits down, looks at him, and says, "You're not invited to Thanksgiving." Nate laughs. "Come on." Dad doesn't budge. "Not this year." Nate stares at him. "Seriously?" My mom's eyes are glassy, but she nods. "You need to understand there are consequences. We can't protect you from this." That's when it hit him, like really hit him. His face crumpled. And not in the dramatic manipulative way, like genuine, "Oh God, I'm actually alone" kind of crumble. He got up, walked to the door, said, "Fine," then looked at me, and for the first time in years, he didn't say something sarcastic or snarky, just, "Thanks for being honest, even if it ruined everything." And I said, "It didn't ruin everything. You did. I just stopped hiding it." He nodded, shut the door, and left. So where are we now? Lydia's still with him, still posting soft-filtered couple selfies like this is some kind of redemption rom-com. Their wedding is allegedly on hold until spring. My guess? That's code for waiting to see if he screws up again before the deposit's non-refundable. Erica, she's thriving. She posted a pic of herself in Italy last week with the caption, "Unbothered, moisturized, in my lane." We love that energy. My mom's in pray it all goes away mode, sends me memes about cats in bathtubs, and thinks that counts as family healing. Dad's holding firm on the Thanksgiving ban, which is a first for him. He once invited a guy who rear-ended his car to Thanksgiving because he looked lonely. And me? I'm just sitting here telling the internet about it because if I don't vent somewhere, I'll end up strangling my brother with one of Jake's cardigans. Honestly, I don't know if Nate will ever really get it. I think he wants to be the hero of his story, even if he burns everyone else's chapter to get there. But here's what I do know. When someone shows you who they are, believe it. Even if they show up wearing sunglasses at night. Reddit, was I wrong to call him out? Or did I just expose what he was trying to hide? Because right now it feels like I lit the match, but he built the bonfire. Thanks for watching. If you liked the story, hit subscribe. See you in the next one.